What's up, all you devils and develettes? Today we're going to do something way out of the norm. I don't know how many of you guys have ever heard of the Kiely Rodni case, but it was a girl who went to a senior party. The girl never came home. They found her in the lake in the very back of her vehicle. A lot of people believe there was foul play in it. The sheriff ruled there was no foul play in it. People still digging into it a year later, and the people who's digging into it, from what I understand, kept on at this YouTuber named Deceptive Detective or something like that until they finally got him to look into it. Well, he looked into it, and a lot of the things he said, I can't disagree more. Now, me personally, I didn't follow the Kiely Rodni case real close, but someone very close to me did, and I heard a lot about it. They told me a lot about it, and one of the problems is the guy went into this blind. He didn't do any research. He didn't do anything. He just went in and he listened to the very first interview with a girl named Sami Smith, and he's doing his deception detective shit, trying to sell a 52 card deck of some kind of deception cards. I don't know. What I want to do today is I want to look at his video and I want to kind of correct him on what I think he's wrong on. Now, I could be wrong, but I think what I say, I think a lot more people is going to agree with than what this guy said. With all that being said, let's get down with the devil and let's get into the video. Also, this video, I'm not going to play his whole video because he'll play a part of the interview and then he'll say something, then he'll replay that part of the interview, then he'll say something, and he'll replay the same part of the interview 10 times and then say something about it 10 times. So I'll probably play the part of the interview and then I'll probably play everything he says about it, and then we'll go from there, because I don't see no need in somebody hearing the same part of an interview being repeated over and over and over. So I'm going to try to do it that way. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but we'll get it done. And also, let me start this by saying I started this channel with speaking for animals that was mistreated, animals, mostly monkeys. Never once did I do a video and in that video say, if this video gets 50,000, 20,000, or whatever likes, I'll look at this animal. A comment and a like, I'll look at this animal. Never once. I looked at the animal that I thought needed looked at, in that video. But this is what this guy says to keep looking at this case. Listen.
So let's try to get this video to 50,000 views, and once it hits that, we'll do a part 2.
So there you have it. The only way he's going to continue with this case is if he gets 50,000 views, which shows you he has no interest in this case. But to be fair, I don't think he had any interest in the case to begin with. I think people kept at him until he's put up a poll and enough people voted for this case, and he was like, fine, I'll do it. So we'll be fair about it. Also, bear in mind, while I'm doing this video, I'm listening to a 58-year-old man, the things he says, and I'm just giving you my opinion about what he says. So bear in mind, this is just my opinion, and anything I can show that is supposed to be fact, I will.
She is just a light in a lot of people's lives. She's wonderful. She's smiling all the time. She's caring. She's beautiful. She's there for anybody who has ever needed her. She's very outgoing. She's outdoorsy too. She loves the water. She loves to sing. Her voice is just amazing too, and she's just a beautiful girl, and we all miss her a lot. And so
yeah.
And this is actually in the deception deck. So I'm going to read you a card from the deception deck. It's actually the last card in the deck.
So here we go with his deception deck. He wants to sell you this deck of cards.
So here what I think is going on, and just be aware that my opinion can and probably will evolve. We're only a couple seconds into this interview. But it looks like Sam is seeking attention. It looks like she's exaggerating her relationship with Kiely in order to do interviews like this, to appear on YouTube, to talk to the press, to feel important, and maybe even to put it on her resume when she's applying to college, that she headed up a search group for her friend, or to use it in an essay. And I'm not saying that's necessarily what's happening. I don't know Sami Smith, and what she is doing could have helped to find Kiely by bringing attention to it. So I'm not going to sit here and bash her. But the things that she talked about Kiely, the things that she said she missed, or how she described her, right? A beautiful girl, great voice, those were all very vague.
Okay, this girl doing this interview was not seeking attention. She didn't want the limelight on her. this girl was trying to control the narrative. This girl pretty much seemed like she was trying to make sure eyes wasn't on her, because once she got the spotlight, once the attention got on her, she done all she could do to get out of that limelight. She didn't want to be in that limelight. She didn't want the attention on her. So this girl did not do this for attention. This girl was trying to control how this was going, because she wanted all the tips to come through her. She wanted all the phone call tips, all the in-person tips to come through her. She wanted to filter the tips to where usually tips go through law enforcement, not through a 18-year-old girl. So with that, I feel like this guy's completely wrong. I feel like he is completely off with that. She wasn't seeking attention. Anyway, let's move on.
Who's Kiely Rodni? Let's go back to the beginning, I guess, real quick. Just give us a rundown.
Totally, yeah. So Kiely is one of my close friends.
Right, so one of my close friends. So Kiely is one of many friends that Sami has. She didn't say she's my best friend or even a particularly good friend, right? Just one of the close friends, one of many close friends.
No, she wasn't her best friend. She was a supposed friend. A girl named Megs was her best friend. But undoubtedly, this Sami girl, undoubtedly Kiely trusted her somewhat, right? And undoubtedly this Sami girl feels like she's the main important one, because she steps up and she's like, hey, find Kiely.
Right, I could look at this picture of Kiely and say, yeah, she's wonderful, beautiful, looks like a great smile, fun girl. Anyone could say that, right? She doesn't say, for example, that Kiely has a unique laugh, or she loved collecting, I don't know, Barbie dolls.
All this stuff he's saying, I don't think that's what people was wanting him to do, because everybody says that Sami's lying, Sami's lying, Sami's lying. Now, whether she is lying or not, I don't know. I can't tell you for a fact. But they was wanting this guy to, I guess, pinpoint their lies, to where he's like, I could say that about Kiely. She's beautiful. She's bright. She's this. She's that. Well, I mean, you can say that about anybody, dude. I could say that about you. I could say, man, you're a horrible person. You don't wash your feet, and your ear hair looks like azalea bushes. But why would I say that about you? I don't know you.
On the YouTubers to look into this case, then Sami accomplished a great goal. Wow.
And see, Sami's not the one that got those YouTubers to look into the case. It was so much media attention and so many people contacted them on YouTube and through social media that those guys finally was like, we'll do it, because once again, they seen enough views and income being made off of it, they could justify doing it.
So as long as something good is accomplished, I don't care if people get attention for it, right? So people, more and more I see get hung up on how things are accomplished rather than the accomplishments.
Okay, the girl Sami he's watching the interview of right now. This is videos of that girl Sami. I mean, yeah, social media, she might just be being goofy, but here is the videos. Look at these two videos. That was those two videos. One of them was in a car. The girl bent down, looked like she come up holding her mouth, and it said the chances of getting killed by your bestie something, but never zero. The other one, she was holding a girl by her hair, and she was like, I promise I won't tell anyone. I don't know, kind of strange, right? This is an image of that Sami Smith that was giving that interview. People had floating around while this was going on. She had all this paint on her legs, and I think she had some on her arms and stuff. I'm not sure. But they say the paint was hiding like cut marks and scrapes and shit she had on her from the night before, which was the party, indicating that, you know, they think she had something to do with it. This is also going to be Sami Smith out on the shore of that lake Kiely was found in. It was either the same night she was found or the night before she was found, but she's out here with a headlamp on, drinking alcohol. I think people said she had on Kylie's bracelet, and she's singing some song. I think this song was about death or something. I don't remember, but it's muted because whoever put this up muted it. I guess because it was copyrighted. But anyway, check it out. So there you have Sami Smith. I mean, take what you want from it. Was she out on the shore because she knew her friend was in the lake, so she wanted to drink one last time with her? I don't know. But that's Sami Smith. Here's that same girl requesting everybody send all their tips through her.
Give you some information. Thank you.
Hey, if I could have everybody's attention really quick, if we could keep it quiet and everybody please listen to what I'm about to say. Listen up! Everybody please. So I am Sami Smith. I'm in charge of the teen-to-teen talks. I see a lot of faces here. I know a lot of you. We go to school together. I've seen you around at this party. I've seen you around. Please, if you have given a statement to the police, that's fine. I don't care. I need every single teenager here. If you are willing to, and if you can, please realize how serious this is. I need you to come to me right now. If you can, please come give us a teen-to-teen talk. We are getting more information that's more personal, completely confidential. Parents, encourage your kids, but do not force them to. This is not something they have to do. It's highly encouraged, but please, all teenagers that are here right now, please come talk to us right now. We're going to be meeting over, actually, you know what, there's somebody over there. We're going to meet over here on this side, the other side of the gray pop-up over here. It's behind the trailer, back here. Please meet there. I'm going to be training team members on questions to ask right now. We will be over there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Please, if you were all teenagers, it doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if you know her or if you've ever even heard of her. We need you there right now, please. This could be what saves her. You could save her life with any information you give us. Please meet us over at that pop-up. Thank you.
Anyway, I just wanted to share some footage of the girl doing this interview. And by all means, I'm not true crime. I'm not any of this. I just wanted to look at this guy doing this video.
Drugged Kiely, and she killed her, or she set her up with the guy who killed her.
I was
No, it's okay.
walking
It's
around
okay.
with her. And
I know you got a lot going on. I
Yeah.
get it.
there's
All right, so I was basically with her the entire time. To me, that sounds like she wasn't really with her that much. But she wants to sound like she was with her because if she was the last person to call her and she was with her the whole party, she must be her best friend. She must know something. She should be the lead of this charge. She should be in the newspaper. We should all go follow her YouTube channel. We should follow her on Facebook. We should send her condolences. We should watch her TikToks. So people lie for many reasons, as I said in the intro. And one of those reasons is attention. Another one's financial gain. In my opinion, this is just a young girl seeking attention.
And then there, he says that. How did he get go watch her YouTube or TikToks or social media from that? That is not what this girl is saying. That this girl never once mentioned her social medias. This girl never once mentioned her Instagram, her YouTube, her TikTok, nothing. People had to intentionally look this girl up to find any of her social medias. And then when they found her social medias, they found stuff on it that was kind of questionable. So no, that is not what this girl was wanting either. That's what I say. I just feel like this guy should have maybe looked into some of it before he done this and gave an opinion, because I guess he's reacting to it blindly, but he really upset a lot of people with some of the shit he said. But, that's not for me to say it's right or wrong. I'm just giving my opinion on this guy's video.
At the area, can you confirm that, or is that
yeah,
just...
so that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
All right, so on our Find Kiely Instagram page. So she's running the Instagram page. She's the face of it. And now she's actually speaking for the police, it sounds like, right? So if it's not on the Placer County Sheriff's Department, it's not confirmed either, right? I'm directly in touch with the police. I'm very important. I am the single source of knowledge about Kiely.
Exactly, dude. These kids overrode the police. The police couldn't do shit because this girl and these kids overrode all that shit. Like you just seen, she wanted all the tips to come through her, person to person, or phone calls or whatever. Even if the kids wasn't there, they wanted to talk to those kids so that they could, I guess, tell them whatever they need to be told. If you know anything, shut the fuck up, basically.
Her ex-boyfriend lived in Napa. He was in Napa at the time, and I think he lives in Napa. And he actually drove up.
So, right, these aren't best friends. She doesn't even know where Kiely's ex-boyfriend lives. I'm sure if we asked Matt.
Yeah, dude, people know they're not best friends. People know. Believe me, they know. I don't know what they wanted you to do with this video. I really don't. Because you're, I guess, a lie detector type guy. Everybody's already detected her lies. They know what she's lying about. I don't know what they're wanting you to tell them. I guess they want you to tell them why she's lying, and I don't know why you would know that, but you just really should have done some research, bro.
Got involved, Adventures with Purpose, who are literal heroes, are the ones who got involved and found Kiely's car.
Okay. Adventures with Purpose, he just called literal heroes. There's something fishy about the way that car was found anyway. The car wasn't but like 14 feet from shore. Someone flew a drone over it. You couldn't see the car. You can see through the water, from the air. People was out there in canoes. Nobody's seen nothing. And then all of a sudden, when AWP goes out there the car is 14 feet from shore. And he says AWP are heroes. You can see it how you want it. But the lead guy of AWP, something come out about him after the fact, with his cousin and sister or something. He had done something horrible to them. I don't know if he got charged. I didn't keep up with that. But if I can find it, I'll show you something about AWP, and I'm going to show you something about this All-American Dream Chaser here a little bit later.
And if the reason they got involved was because of interviews like this and the attention that Sami was...
That's not the reason they got involved. Nowhere close to the reason they got involved. AWP said themselves they got involved because they had so many people contacting them, so many people wanting them to go look for that vehicle, go search them waters. And they also said that they could finally justify doing it because of the money. If there's not enough money to be made, they didn't want to take their time to go search those waters. But then they was like, yeah, we can justify it, because they put out a YouTube video, and then they put out like 2 behind paywall videos. Ryan Upchurch had put a $100,000 reward for whoever found the car. There was also a GoFundMe reward, but they got the $100,000 from Ryan Upchurch, but they didn't get the GoFundMe because I think her mom or somebody kept that for herself. And then after Ryan gave the $100,000, he found out what you'll see later in the video about the lead guy of AWP. And he also gave a Hellcat to AWP, $100,000 and a Hellcat. But I guess all that went to the lead guy of AWP. So they was making money all around. And that's what it was all about to them, was money. And of course, I guess finding the girl in the vehicle, but mainly money, at least my opinion.
She's loving the attention from it and might be doing it for selfish reasons.
No, she ain't.
But the end result is that attention, that selfishness actually leads to something good happening.
And this guy just focused on the attention, the attention, and the attention. It kind of makes me wonder if he's an attention whore. I mean, he don't hit me as that type, but she wasn't doing it for the attention, dude. She was doing it to try to control how this went.
So I hope people understand that if the end result is good, I don't particularly care about the means that someone got there.
So if the end result is good, you don't care how it got accomplished. There's a lot of ways people could take that, because let's say you got 100 people trapped in a room, and in front of that room, you got 50 people trapped in that room. But to save the 100 people, you got to do something that's going to off all 50 people in the room in front of it. And whoever's in the situation does whatever needs to be done, and they do what it takes, and they off all 50 people, but they save the 100 people. To me, that's bad. Those 50 people had to be off to save those 100 people. But still, a good thing was accomplished. So me personally, I would care how that got accomplished. But from what you're saying, you wouldn't care how it got accomplished, just as long as it got accomplished because it was good, right? Or am I wrong?
Do the web sleuths out there, what can we do to help find Kiely? What can we do to help you?
To everyone at this point around the world, I'm hoping that this is reaching, and if anybody's seeing this, just if they can keep sharing this.
I think, like I said, again, Sami wants attention, right? Around the world. She thinks that this is being broadcast to the whole world. She's a global celebrity. Around the world, everyone, listen to me. I'm Sami.
Actually, on YouTube, it is being broadcasted to just about the whole world, if somebody tunes in to watch it. But once again, the girl was not seeking attention. She just wasn't.
Get the story out to neighbors and friends and family.
Right, share this story. Make this go viral. I think she's directly telling us she wants attention.
No, she's telling you to share it. I don't think specifically for her benefit, but she's wanting you to share it to get the word out about Kiely, is what she's trying to make it seem like. But a lot of people think these people knew where Kiely was the whole time. So now, me personally, I don't know.
That's why she's inserted herself into the case. It would not be the first time someone has inserted themselves into this case, from what I've seen in my comments from members who've...
And once again, there you go. She inserted herself in the case. Someone that commits a crime, how often do you see them insert themselves in a case to try to keep the spotlight off of themselves, to try to drive the narrative somewhere else, to try to make it go this way instead of that way? That way they can try to keep themselves in the clear. Do you understand what I'm saying there? A detective, how many times have you seen that on true crime stories or anything? Someone commits a crime, they insert themselves in the case. That way they control where they're at, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we are investigating into that currently, from my knowledge of the detectives, and...
Right, we are investigating. So she sees herself as part of the police force. She's talking about, like, I'm part of the detectives, I'm leading the charge.
Once again, I don't think she's doing that. Have you ever been telling a story that didn't involve you, but you'd be like, we? Or just like when people watch sports or whatever. Man, we beat the crap out of the Braves last night. Man, we did this. Man, we did that. Or we. It's not necessarily you're including yourself. It's just a word, we. We did this. We did that. We're doing this. We're doing that. No, I mean, no.
I think she's getting a lot of satisfaction from the attention. I think that's why she's doing this interview in her car, where people can look in the window and see her doing an important interview with an important YouTuber.
She's doing the interview in her car because she was at the, whatever you call it, the team meet mess, and she had nowhere to go except in her car, unless they got some kind of shit house or something. Otherwise, she was doing it in her car, so it could kind of be a little more quieter. Not so people could see her, I don't think.
Yeah, so I can see where people are spotting the deception, where it sounds like she's lying about what happened at the party, right? Like, basically, pretty much, I asked for a ride, but then I had to go find a ride. And I think all
of them lied about what was going on at the party. You never seen no pictures from the party. And every kid nowadays got a cell phone with a camera on it. As far as I know, there was never any pictures released from that party. There was never anything from that party ever released anywhere. Maybe a couple of pictures, little oddball pictures, maybe here and there, but nothing like you would normally see today on social media.
There's a chance a helicopter up above could see it. So that means there's so little light pollution that you could see a cell phone screen from the sky. That means it's extremely dark where she was driving.
Okay, with that, let's look at the area where the girl supposedly drove in the lake. And I didn't show up in the beginning of this video. He was saying she was probably drunk and drugged and so on and so on, even though the autopsy, I think, showed different. But let's see if we can find the area she would have drove to go in the water.
Quite a few of you have been asking for this footage for the possible way that Kiely could have taken from.
Okay, this video is from CCTV, CICITV. This is the possible way that Kiely would have got to the lake from the what they called sanctuary. And this guy says she was probably drunk and high and so on and so on. So let's see if it's possible to drive this drunk and high.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose.
So if you're drunk and high and you're real drunk and you get in an area that needs 4-wheel drive, is your brain going to rest, or hey, I need to put it in 4-wheel drive? I don't know. But, and like I say, the autopsy indicated that she wasn't really drunk or high. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, there's that. And I don't know. Let me see if I can find the Tony Dodge and the AWP footage, because I'm not going to cover no more of this guy's video right now. If you think I should do the whole video, let me know, and I will. It's just his video's over an hour and something long.
So today I got an Instagram message from a person.
Do you see it? Now, before I zoom in and show you, he just clarified it's his DM, right? He's pulling up his messages, right?
That is apparently from another country, I believe. I don't know.
So for those of you who can't see it, which I'm sure 99.9% of y'all can, just the 0.01% just don't want to see it. So I screenshotted it.
Tony Dodge, this is him saying what he's into.
In the pedophilia, we're not pedophilia, but necrophilia. I'm in the pedophilia, man.
Yeah, so he's saying he's in the pedo and necro. So take what you want from that, but that's Tony Dodge, the interviewer that you've seen in that Deception Detective video. There was a lot of questionable things with him. He's a truck driver, and he had logged in Truckee when the girl disappeared. I can show you that too.
Tony Dodge's Facebook on his GPS check-ins. Guess what? He checked in somewhere on August 9th and August 11th. Do you know where that might be? Truckee.
So what they got circled there is the two logins where he logged in at Truckee. And I think you can see the dates and stuff on a clearer view, but this ain't that clear. But I mean, they had it all while it was happening. Here's that same interview that Deception Detective was just doing, but he cut this part.
Okay. She lived fairly close. Is this picture?
Now listen to her words.
12 miles away. The Prosser family campground.
This is what
was
people's
about 12 miles
pinpointing.
from her house. Is that correct?
That dot is not exactly where she was located.
Where
It's a
she
little
was
bit more to the right
located.
and towards the little blue lake that you can see up
Like
from
that's
it.
like she knows.
It was a little bit closer to that lake, but definitely that's about, it would have taken about 30 minutes for her. We found out about approximately 30 minutes for her to drive that way, 38 maybe.
Is that correct?
That dot is not exactly where she was located.
Where she
It's
was
a little bit more
located.
to
And
the
you
right
hear her
and
start
towards
stumbling
the
after
little
this.
blue lake that you can see up from it.
This is the AWP, the Adventures for Purpose, the people who found the car. This is the lead guy of them right here.
A man known for helping police solve cold cases finds himself on the other side of the law. Booking records show that 47-year-old Jared Lisek faces charges of rape of a child in Utah. Lisek is the founder of the diving group Adventures with Purpose. They go into waterways to look for clues in unsolved cases. Alleged incidents that he's facing charges for happened in 1992.
So there you have it. And it was something to do with family members or something. But that's all I'm going to cover in this. And like I say again, keep in mind, I'm not a true to crime channel. I just disagree with some of the stuff this guy says. He didn't research anything. A lot of stuff came out after that interview. And I just wanted to cover it. But if you'd like for me to do the whole interview, let me know and we'll do it. But I really don't think a lot of my subscribers are going to like this video at all. But I got a feeling a lot of people that's not subscribed is probably going to see this. So that's going to be it for me. As always, you guys be safe out there. Take care of each other. See you.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
All right.
I think we got a super chat.
All right.
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.